So we talked about communicating. We talked about verbal intercourse between husband and wife, and how it goes beyond just the words. It's the context, it's the emotions, it's the spiritual, and how spiritual communications is really important between spouses. And I think to obviously to kids as well, to your family.
Absolutely.
And so, which begs the question. How do we communicate with God?
That's the answer is so easy that we try to make it so difficult. And I'm not the first person to talk through this. God's always available. You have to believe it. He's always available.
Right.
He's omnipresent. So he's always available. And he knows us better than we know ourselves. And I'm just quoting some stuff. And he's our friend. So just talk to him.
How do you know when you're hearing from God?
Okay, let me finish the answer to this question. Okay, and I'll tell you how you know. So I used to, many decades ago, I lived in Florida, and on the East Coast, on the West Coast, I had a contract. So I'd go over on a Monday morning and come back Thursday night, and I'd drive it. It was like a 4-hour drive. And I'd stay overnight a couple nights, 2 to 3 nights. I'd come back Wednesdays sometimes. Sometimes I'd come back Thursdays. And so I'd drive over, drive back, and I'd talk to God on the way. Pray, as some people would call it prayer. And it was a good time. I really enjoyed the time. And I remember my wife and I had decided to go skiing in Vail, and we're going to stay at this really nice place called Pepe Gramshammers. And I'd paid for the reservations already. I paid for them ahead of time because I was getting a pretty good deal. So we were going to go and stay at Pepe's, which is a really it was a restaurant in a little lodge, and it was right in the middle of Vail, downtown Vail, which was small back then. This was 25 years ago. And something came up that I could do for the church or something, and I would have had to give up my reservation there and give up the money. It wasn't thousands of dollars, but it was a deposit. And I didn't want to lose the deposit, and I wanted to go to Vail. I want to stay at Pepe Gramshammers. So I was praying and talking to the Lord, and he said to me very clearly, well, you should just cancel at Pepe's. And it's like, Lord, I'm sure you told me that, but I don't want to do that. If that's really you, I said to the Lord, I want a white bird to fly in front of the van right now. A white bird flew in front of the van, 1/10 of a second. I mean, right now, boom.
It just happened.
It happened right now, boom. It wasn't a heartbeat. Yeah, well, I was speaking out loud because it was just me in the van. So, I talk out loud. So I talk out loud. I pray out loud. I still pray out loud. So I scared the bejeebers out of me. That scared me. I mean, I can inside from my toes to my, because you know, I knew it was God. I was so scared. I didn't pray for 2 years. I stopped praying.
Because you were afraid.
I was afraid.
Answers.
I was afraid. No, I was just afraid. I stopped praying to God for literally just about. It was ridiculous, but that's how scared I was. I mean, I've never been that scared in my life. So, back then I know when God was speaking to me because I'd feel real peace. I just, it's sort of like knowing how do you know you're in love? Well, you just have these flutters and you just, when to describe how you know you're in love is difficult, but when you're in love, you know it. And the same thing about, you just feel tremendous peace that when God's spoken to you, that's God. And it'll happen if you pray out loud and talk to God enough. And if and a lot of us, we drive by ourselves, so it's easy to talk to God when you're by yourself. There's nobody there to listen, so except Him. So you'll know when you feel a peace that God's spoken to.
Presence, right? God is peace.
Yeah, peace, right? Mm-hmm.
Feel His presence.
Yeah, you'll just know that you'll know because it's peaceful. You just feel good. You just feel good about the result, the conclusion, the answer. You may not like it. I won't say that you'll always like the answer. You may not like it, but you'll feel relaxed about it. That this is peaceful, and peace is, you'll feel peaceful, and that's the criteria that we really need to live by.
So I only have 50 seconds left before I'm out of storage space for the camera. So that pretty much concludes our session for today.
Okay.
Until I can get a second storage, what do you call it? Those cards.
Yeah.
Memory cards.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, we did about
An hour.
about an hour
Yeah.
plus actually.
Oh, really?
So that tells me I don't have enough space.